All right, Brother Maximilian. 14 live. Hold on, y'all, real quick. 'Cause we're going to get into some things today. I want to say a couple things about stuff I've been noticing on the internet and a couple of the brothers that, need to be told what's going on, or, how, as they would say, a non important person feels. Okay, so we got DJ Vlad. First, I'm going to go over DJ Vlad, Tariq, and Tommy Sotomayor. Okay, let's start with DJ Vlad. Now he built his whole career off musicians and like he was like DJ Vlad. He did have a hot mixtape series that in the early 2000s, but that's how he built his brand off these rappers, and they were all black. I can't really name an interview or or anything that he's done that didn't have a black influence. So what I mean by that, like when DJ Vlad does invite white people to the show, such as Schultz and others, the topic has to be Dr. Umar Johnson or Tariq Nasheed, or it has to be something about one of these brothers to get his hype up because he's not original, he doesn't have shit that you would go just check out, just let alone by himself. Now, do I feel like he set up Tommy Sotomayor? Of course. Does it snow in the winter? Is it sunny in the summer? All just out the blue, Tommy goes to do an interview with DJ Vlad, and the controversy, controversy sells. So out of the clear blue sky, Tariq Nasheed, and it's been a known beef between these two. He mysteriously just pops up at the studio where you're doing a interview at that current time in that current moment. Well, so let's just do a little, research. Well, if I was beefing with somebody who just recently did an interview, and this is known, so when it's time for me to come up, how is my enemy, or I don't know what they want to call each other, but how is these two brothers who don't like each other just so happen to be in the same spot at the same time? Now, okay, let's bring it back to high school. You get into a fight with somebody, argument with somebody at school. Now a girl invites you to come over, come chill, da 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 da. And this same guy come out the blue to the girl house. Is it a setup, or did he just come? You just got to use your common sense with these things. These people, it's all about monetizing videos. So if I got a good video, I can monetize, probably get a couple million hits. That's a nice substantial amount of money, from just YouTube. From just YouTube. So it's money on here. It's all about the hits, the views, the content in the video. Why I chose to talk about it? You got a lot of confusion on a couple ends I see. But from what I do know, DJ Vlad contacted YouTube to get the rights of the video of Tariq confronting Tommy, and Tommy as well confronting Tariq. He got those rights to take the video down. Now, why, if it isn't about money or if it isn't about show, why would you order the video took down? You didn't take Tommy's down because why? And you called Tommy to personally let him know that this wasn't your doings. Tariq just came up there by himself, and you got Tommy's video removed. So it's like, what side of the fence is DJ Vlad really on? Like, what are we doing, right? And it's like this punk. He a punk, man. We letting him capitalize off us. So fuck doing interviews with him is what I say. And as far as the brother Orlando Brown in that little situation, I don't know what he said, but I just know that's fucking buffoonery at its best. Like, now you have a beef with DJ Vlad because he didn't split the money on the views. So that's another thing. You ultimately signed up to come to these interviews for exposure. So now Orlando Brown he want to fight for the money. He want to fight for the money. So now I'm bringing it back to Tariq. I enjoy Tariq. I can't say I agree with a lot of shit he's saying because at the end of the day, we're trying to make money off what we do. So I was recently listening to a podcast, and he was like, the biggest checks he's received was from a white woman for like 50,000, 100,000, and he was just quick like, I don't know one nigga that'll give me a check like that. But at the same time, his whole thing is white supremacy. White supremacists do this, white supremacists do that. Is it pushed to a certain extent? Yeah, because if a white person was so bad, they wouldn't see potential in anybody of color. If white people were so bad, the videos that we do put on YouTube empowering one another, they would take down because white supremacy runs everything, according to Tariq. You just have to let your mind decipher out the bullshit. Where these people live, are they heavily populated by minorities? I don't think so. You gotta look at these houses of these brothers. Like Tommy, he keep it real. That's what I feel like. He'll tell you, I don't like niggas. I'm not about to live around niggas. Okay, so we wouldn't expect for you to live in a neighborhood with a lot of melanoid people, but for a man to have a website called Melanoid Nation, and as far as you can see, it's nothing really too melanoid about the brother. Like I said, I like Tariq. I have Hidden Colors 1 through 4, and I watch him all the time because there's powerful information in that. But when it comes to distributing deals and people saying, I did it on my own, not really. You're not out there hand in hand in every DVD. So, which further leads me to know that there is some distribution deals going on with the white supremacists. You got a lot of brothers who speak intelligent. Brother Polight, Dr. Ali Muhammad, Claude Anderson, Phil Valentine, and these just a couple names. Excuse me. All right. That's just AdSense telling me my account is fully approved. So now I can get some money off YouTube. I don't want to sit here for my health, but at the same time, I wouldn't charge my fellow brother for knowledge. I wouldn't charge you, especially if you didn't have any. I try to give you free game. Now, this is free game at its best. Now, where was I? We got brothers who speak great, high knowledgeable in sense, education, religion, and these brothers never seem to make it to Fox News. They don't even seem to make it to the mainstream media. So for one person to particularly always be on Fox News, there's some type of deal there. Especially the way he speaks about white people. They wouldn't see, they make money off controversy. So this is entertainment to see Tariq speak about them. But it's some money passed in through there. Tommy. Now let's look. Tommy is on the other side of Tariq, I feel like. He's not into the white supremacist whole ideal world thing. We're going the whole race war, race casino. He's not into that. But at the same time, I've never seen Tommy on Fox News. Not saying that he couldn't get there. But we see who's more independent. We see who does things more self-sufficient. Recently I seen Tommy go back and forth to California. He just was driving. Drove every place he wanted to go. This wasn't funded by anybody, but now, like, let's say Tariq, if he goes here, there, it might be funded, I feel like. Because I feel like he's the type of brother that's not gonna do nothing for free. Besides a podcast, and that's talking, that's free. That's free game. And which is cool. I'm not knocking nobody. I just want people to use their common sense on what the fuck going on. White supremacists ain't that bad coming looking at his lifestyle. Now we look at somebody who earned everything by their damn self. And if it did come from white supremacy or white people, he wouldn't mind telling you it did. But it's a point in time where you got to realize you have to work together to get further. White supremacist or not, black supremacist, it don't matter. It's a point in time where we have to work together in order to get further. So, do I believe in the race war, the race casino? To a certain extent. I don't feel like one day I'll wake up and there'll be military outside my house pushing me and my family and FEMA camps and truck. I just don't feel like it's gonna come to that. Morally. People out here don't like blacks, minorities. Blacks out here don't like whites or other minorities. You have these certain people, but the ideal way of thinking like that, it doesn't get you nowhere. And actually, if this is a prison, it's keeping you in a prison, which is your mind. Your mind is racing, thinking everybody's against you when you don't know. You don't know how much time you have on your hands. So it's a war within a war if you think that way. I mean, if this was all true, white people own just about everything. Like he said, we do get token blacks in certain pockets, but that doesn't change white supremacy. But at the same time, it definitely could affect it greatly. Because if you are put in a good position, black as you are, and this, I'm not talking about Tariq, I'm just talking about anyone right now. If you're put in a position, still thinking how you thought, still conscious, aware of what's going on, and you generated enough revenue to create your own. So now your employees or whoever you want to have around you is at your disposal. You can have anyone you have around you. But by you being the token black, can you make a change? Fuck yes. Let's stop saying token black. Let's stop saying that. Let's get rid of that whole thing. Certain people are qualified for certain positions. Not everybody. Not everybody want to graduate and be a doctor. So you're telling me the doctor who did graduate, was he token because everybody else wanted to rap? Or is just the way of thinking growing up? We come. I'm not gonna say complain. You just gotta strive harder. You gotta strive harder for what you want. You can get there. It's people that's gonna pull you in position, man. You don't have to be token. You don't have to talk white or that's another thing. How can you talk a color? Because you speak with perfect dialect, or a good dialect, or what they might call it. Why is that called talking white? Okay, so now I'm getting off subject. Now I'm going to transition down to Sa young Pharaoh, the brother General Sudi, and the Amara squad. Because I was real interested in that being, that was going to be a classic battle. That was going to be a classic debate. I had all my attention towards it. And it was like savage. It was foiled right at the peak. Right before it's supposed to happen, we got bullshit going on about money. See, now we got brothers who don't want to drop their knowledge to their people because their money situation isn't right. So if my money situation ain't right, I can't tell these people on how to live better or just acknowledging them on bettering their self. It's like, what the fuck's going on? So I don't know any of these people, but they grab my attention. I like the topics. I like the talking. I like what's going on. I mean, if you really want to, I'll drop some links in so you can see what I'm saying. To my people who don't know Sa and shout out to them brothers over there at the House of Consciousness. Shout out to the Amara squad. Shout out to General Sarah Sudisetti. and young Pharaoh Allah. Now, this is from what I'm just reading and going through. The day of or the day before the great debate is supposed to go down, the brother Sonetta only signs contracts or only tries to make Allah, I'm sorry, young Pharaoh Allah and the General Sarah Sudan Seti, he only tries to make them sign contracts and not the Amara squad. 800 people were to attend this event, and you know they're charging $30 a piece. So now check this out. Sonetta had over damn near 1,000 people coming. You're charging them $30 a piece, and he only offered 1,500 to young Pharaoh and the gentleman. So 1,500, but 100% rights to the information within the battle. So these brothers couldn't go off and do this again because Sonetta would have the rights. 1,500 and a deduction of $500 for every cuss word that these brothers use, and then we got to understand what kind of brothers we dealing with. So by their first paragraphs, they probably wouldn't have had no money. The opening lecture probably wouldn't have, let these brothers have no money, because in a forum when we talking with men, so cuss words do slip. I understand that. I understand you can have a conversation without cuss words being around, but we got to understand who we dealing with. These are some brothers who cuss. These are some brothers who need to get their point across to you by cussing, because nobody want to deal with this. The moistness in niggas, man. Nobody want to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with that. So sometimes, you get these war ready brothers that come on, and everybody act like, oh God, where'd it come from? Man, they've been here, and they need to express themselves how they should want and how they should and how they can, because it's freedom of fucking speech. Who is Sonetta to deduct anybody money from their choice of words unless it was going to be children present? Now I understand what's going on. Okay, so we got division within the house of consciousness. We got division amongst conscious people. We really do have some division amongst the people. A lot of division amongst the people. I'm just thinking like, okay, I see Brother Polight. He made millions from what they say, scamming people. Am I saying that's true? No, because the brother actually came out with a video where he, had some conversations with PayPal as to where he wasn't getting any of the money that people were, because he's an author. So people were putting orders for books and they weren't receiving the product, but they're saying Brother Polight received the money. He's saying no. You don't make it to Hollywood empty-handed. You can't make it in Hollywood empty-handed. That's all I'm saying. So if you didn't get any of this money, you sure show a way. You show a way of you didn't get it. You got a nice Rolls Royce. And once again, I'm not hating on anybody. Just we have to use our common sense. Who's to say that was a representative of PayPal anyway? Where you live, it's like you said, we don't have black communities. We have white communities populated by black people. So if your community is dominated by the white people, who's to say the hands that you got in and out there wasn't one of those people acting like a PayPal representative or who it was? But who gives a fuck? All I'm saying is that's fucked up if those people didn't receive the product and they spend their hard-earned money on, because, we looking at a brother who's progressing and coming from where we came from. So, we want that knowledge. We ultimately want to see ourselves in a better place. I do. I think the average human doesn't want to do a 9 to 5. So if we can pick up tips, we can pick up empowerment. If we can pick up any of that free, like I say, free game, then, it's common sense. You want to put yourself, if you have a family, if you don't, you want to put yourself in a better place, man. You want to live life just like you see these other people doing, but you don't want to do it at the expense of being scammed. Now, I, for one, have been scammed before, so I can say I know how it feels to put in and not receive what was told. I know how that feels. But once again, I have a lot of love for that brother Polight. Like, I have a lot of love for him because even if it was fake, okay, let's not just focus on this. The brother I used to watch the lectures in New York when, he used to talk real bad on the white man, get all in his face, be on that street corner selling those books. That's the brother Polight I'm used to. So when it seems like once money comes into play, you have to slow down on that fierce talk. And I understand that because, once again, nobody wants to wake up to gunshots. Nobody wants to wake up to go in the kitchen and see a roach crawling around. Nobody wants to see trash thrown in their alleys and, candles lit from memorials. And these the same streets you got to walk your kids down. So they're witnessing all of this and they soaking up this game of life. You know what I mean? So it's more about the child in this instance, So he had to do a better thing for his kids. Those are my fathers. I'm a father. We all should be thinking like that. You're damn right. We all should be thinking like that. Getting our kids out of here. Now, not saying go out there and scam some brothers. Not saying Brother Polight did it, but you don't do it either. You don't make yourself a false prophet, especially when you have people who never gave a fuck about a word or never gave a fuck 2 fucks about anything. We got people really out here who didn't give a fuck about life, but they'll listen to the word now because maybe it's the person who's saying it or maybe it really touches them. So when we feel like, damn, well, we got proof or we got people saying, damn, nah, that's a scam artist and fake, it's fucking their whole thought process up. Now everything you saying is like, ooh. Is it right? Is it real? Is any of these niggas real? Are they? You gotta ask yourself that. You gotta really ask yourself that. What did I want to say about? It's just a lot of devious shit going on, man. It's sabotaging shit going on, and it's not settling right in my stomach because I just want to get a couple clear shit straight about me. I never intended to get on YouTube and express my thoughts so much because I don't do it in real life. I have a bad communication problems with my partner. And she always telling me like, Max, you need to open up some more. You like a pop bottle, you just keep that tight cap on you. You know what I mean? So it's crazy for me to even bring myself to an audience who I don't know, bring myself to a computer and express my thoughts. You got a lot of people like me who just, we rather keep it inside. So now I feel like I don't want to keep it inside. This is what I'm seeing. So I'm speaking for people who don't want to speak, actually. This is not for nobody who's on YouTube. This ain't for none of that. This is for my people. I speak for people whose voices are hardly heard or, they make it that way. We the real diamonds in the rough. And we got people tricking us when it's already people tricking us, I feel like. You got Hollywood, then you got Hollywood. You got the niggas of the Hollywood and you got niggas of Hollywood. Now niggas of Hollywood, you know it's fake. You know they make $1 trillion off tricks a year. $1 billion off tricks a fucking year. Now we bring it to the conscious side, the more urban side, where you got brothers who do got money off speaking word, preacher, may have you, selling books, authors, whatever. But their ultimate goal is to get money. Is there anybody out there that just, wants to uplift you genuinely? No strings attached to this shit, Because these people, they get to a certain stature and they act like they weren't who they was before. It was easy to talk to these brothers before. Now the same brothers, it's hard for them to wave a hand at you. But these was the same brothers of the struggle. Put my sleeves up, family. Because we gotta talk about it. I tried the live stream too, and I'm actually new to all the internet things, and it wasn't a success today. But at the same time, I can put out a video, but it's nothing like seeing those people who want to ask me questions on scene right here, so I can really give them that direct right there, instead of having to come out with it. But like I said, I'm gonna get with some people, and we're gonna get that all under control. And then probably have another live video tonight because I've been sitting back. I've been observing these guys. Like, I've really been observing these guys. Okay. Right. I've been observing these guys. I've been observing men call other men coons. Now, at one point in time, I called Tommy Sotomayor a coon, but my whole thought and definition of a coon was based on somebody else's. Now let's think about a coon. One who might speak down on his own and just to get some type of reward from a different race, or maybe the dominant race, or maybe the dominant society. So coon could be anything, Coon could be anywhere. Coon is not a black man. A coon is anything. But at the same time, who are we to call anybody a coon? If you are a coon, that's your prerogative. How can I care what you say? And half the time, the shit is right. What do these coons say that's really fucked up? If you could really think about it, what coon was wrong about what he said? Most coons we listen to, I mean, I'm not really all into them, but the coons I did listen to, they're right about the shit they say now. A coon might say, well, I don't want to go around a bunch of niggas with dreads. 9 times out of 10, they might have a gun. Is he lying? But let's talk about the life of the dreadhead. Day-to-day street life. On why he might need that gun. Or maybe why did he even have long hair? Some of these brothers grow their hair because it's nothing else to do. They don't want to keep up with a good look, or they feel like that look is for somebody else. So, I mean, by the coon saying, I don't want to be around niggas with dreads because they 9 times out of 10 have guns, he's right. We're going to call him a coon. We're going to make fun of the fellow brother, the one that we're supposed to be united with, instead of enlightening him and saying, brother, maybe you shouldn't have said it that way. Or maybe, brother, I like what, I understand what you said, but maybe you could have used it in a different tone, brother, or said it in a different light. Like, it's full-fledged out here. Ain't no black unity. And I was looking at Tariq podcast yesterday. It was from a week ago, so I didn't catch it when it came out. But yesterday I checked it out, and he was saying how white supremacists are using black fake accounts, to basically cause confusion and arguments within the black community. So I just want to say, why the fuck would they need to do that? We understand that, with confusion, nothing can get constructed. You know, you can't go further if you have confusion. But why would white people need to? I understand that they are doing it, but as we look in it, it's entertainment. I know everybody want to say that, but we watching our brothers argue over dumb shit. We watching we watching brothers take down brothers on the daily over religion. It's over money. You know, brothers being ridiculed over their color because they darker than the next one. And that's always been a war to the white man to keep the lighter and the darker male separated. Why are we still doing it ourselves? Why would the director of Hidden Colors, the man who brought you the master's, the white master's secret agenda, his hidden agendas, all his monstrosities that he's did against the colored male, why would a black man come at another man for his skin color when he knows that was done to us throughout history? Throughout history, and they do it globally. They always try to hide the darker male. And my whole thing is to a brother who uplifts brothers. He has a website called the Melanoid Nation, so that's black because melanin is it causes the pigmentation in our skin. So we got the director of Hidden Colors, Melanoid Nation, and other things. And I like I said, I'm not siding with nobody. But it's just my personal question is to why make fun of them, because I'm dark skinned. I might not be the darkest brother, but I'm dark skinned as well. And I don't. They used to call me that in school. Oh, you black Max, da da da. I didn't care. I still don't care because the majority of light skinned sisters like dark males. The majority of white women like a darker male. So I that's just one thing I never cared about. You gotta kind of be silly to care about something like that, but why point it out? Why make it more noticeable than it already is? Tommy Crowd already know he black as hell. They don't give him shit about it. Somebody else who I feel like it has a bigger platform, they shouldn't, and then he's black as well. But he shouldn't come down on you because you black. And why I say I'm not siding on this shit is because it was death threats made. Audio, yeah. Footage, yeah. But it was some death threats made. But at the same time, can you blame the man making the death threat? It's some shit that go on this internet that y'all just, I don't know if y'all sleep about, y'all just don't take notice to, or maybe you just don't want to say nothing. But at night you think about it. Or you might wake up and and I know you think about it because where the fuck is society going? The day where we got, the light skin versus the dark skin. Basically, that's what I'm getting out of it. And Dr. Umar Johnson is a melanoid brother, and it's like he never called him crispy, crotchety black. Could this brother getting that ass? Yeah. Did you see Tommy probably as being weak? Maybe. Do I feel like it's right? No, it's not right on any kind of level. Coming at nobody for the color of their skin. It's just not right. You know why? Because I didn't ask to be black. It's a lot of people who didn't ask to be white. It just happened. Now we gotta live with the cards we was dealt. And I'm gonna play the game good, baby. I know what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do it black as I am. I love this. Y'all just bear with me. So, we got brothers of great stature. And these some old brothers too. High 40s, late 40s, pushing 50, acting like this. I'm 24. And I'm just taking notice to, like I say, the brother Tommy situation, brother Polight situation, Sonetta situation. And I feel like it's bullshit because for years, we've been having problem with color amongst each other, which causes another division, like I said. We always have problems with suspicion that the brother is trying to scam you. If it's two boutiques on the street corner, one on the opposite side of the street corner, one being the black vendor, one being the white vendor. Both the vendors sell cell phones. I'm just giving you a scenario right now. Which one would you go to and why? What is the reasoning and why? I'm going to just tell you off top. I'm going to have thoughts about going to the black vendor, but that's my first intentions. That's where I would go. Just based on my personals. I feel like the black dollar should be circulated amongst the community. So yeah, maybe the phone might fuck up on me, but at least I gave it a try. But you always have that second thought when buying from a black person. Oh no, shit. Might not work. Why is it that the white face is associated with greatness? White is associated with better educationally, financially, shit, just even day to day. This is just questions we gotta ask ourselves, you know. Just questions we gotta ask ourselves, and like I say, like, subscribe, and comment. I don't even give a shit if you don't subscribe. I didn't make this page for you to subscribe to it. I made it for you to listen if you come across this knowledge. But the comments is one thing I like. I try to respond to all my comments. I have a lot of social media, so shit. If I don't respond back to your comment, trust me, it's not me being an asshole. I'm not trying to go Hollywood on my people. It's not none of that. It's just maybe it got lost in the sauce. I'm gonna just keep it real. Got lost in a lot of things. And somebody brought to my attention how we got athletes tricking. You know, it's a lot of scam and shit going on. We got athletes that's not doing what they say and upholding things. As far as I was on Instagram and a brother shot me something how the brother Floyd Mayweather and my mom and Floyd actually know each other. They're from the same place. And Floyd Mayweather, I guess he did a contest where you were supposed to win $10,000 for the best caption. And the winner was supposed to be announced Monday. You know, and you got a lot of people whose Christmases, they really depend on really trying to be funny to change a Christmas, or really depending on their luck of comedy to pay rent, you know, because ultimately they need the money for it and trying to better themselves. So this challenge ended up getting over 4 million hits, over like 350,000 comments. So you got a lot of people out there that want $10,000. You know, it's a lot of competition for $10,000, and it comes to my attention that he didn't acknowledge any winner. A lot of people was hurt over that. I can't lie. I put in a couple jokes myself because shit, I could use $10,000 from being funny. Shit, I mean, let's be real with ourselves now. A lot of people don't like being everyday people anymore. When they touch a little bit of money, you know, they don't like being everyday people. They don't like saying, well, you know, they still look under the Coke bottles to type in the code to win $500. You know, people still really do that. Rich, broke, famous or not. You know, this is just an everyday people thing. And you know, we got people who just feel like they too good for that, man. They not really into that. I can't blame them. I'ma do me. I'm everyday. I love being me. You know, me is the best thing, and I feel like my audience should want to be them. Be you. Because it's nothing like being you. Nobody can tell you about you better than yourself. And is that all we have? Let me see. The Dylan Roof. Oh shoot, Dylan Roof They charged his ass guilty. First, they said he couldn't withstand the trial. He wasn't in his right mind when he did that, and it looked like they pinched that ass. But you gotta understand, the case got too much media publicity. So it was a point in time where he could have the insanity charge could have stood in court, but it was too many people weighing in on this. It was too many deaths, and it's just too big now. So ultimately the courts had no choice but to charge him guilty. Did they want to? Hell no. They didn't want that white boy to go to jail for the rest of his life or receive the death sentence. They rather had him, cuffed off in a rehab, a mental asylum or something. I don't know, but I know death wasn't, and he might not even get the death sentence. I know that's what's offered, or life in prison, which he deserves. I'm not saying that the brother, well, I'm not saying that the kid had any justifiable reason to do any killings within a church or anywhere of 9 people. And they pinched that ass. They gave him they caught that ass. It's guilty. It's a guilty verdict, man. And it's what's right. So now to me, it's like, should we have media it's like we're gonna need the media for every fucking court case, or just to get some type of attention towards it. So now once you got too much attention towards it, justice has to prevail. It has to. It has to. It has to. I'm telling you from what I know, and I'm telling you from experience, and I'm telling you from just seeing with my own too. Y'all can see that. Let's take it back to OJ. They wanted to hang his ass. I'm telling you. They wanted his ass. Money played a big role, but they wanted to get his ass. The media coverage on it, though. It's the media coverage. The media can make or break somebody. Let's not all believe in the media, but it can make or break you, because even though I don't believe everything that shit say, I don't believe what the media tells me without researching. You got a lot of people who don't research, and they do believe what media say, and you couldn't tell them otherwise. So yeah, media get to a lot of big people. They'll listen to the media before they listen to a personal assistant. We'll watch the news before I pick up a call. It's just more convenient. And I can say I'm happy in that case, because and my condolences goes out to the family who lost all those people. They lost 9 people, man, in total. I don't know if that was men, women, and I'm not too sure. I have to do a little bit more research, but I know 9 people were executed in the church, and in the church family, by them being so religious and things of that nature, they couldn't see it in themselves to have anger towards the young man Dylan. And maybe you got to be the bigger person in some cases, but God, it was just like, well, just let the justice system deal with that, and we'll try to let them do that. We're turning the other cheek over here. We don't believe in that. We don't believe in that. And like I said, people can say what they want about you. Don't let that stop you from being you. I hope what I say can get in the ears of those who it needs to get into. I do YouTube videos for people who don't have YouTube. And if you somehow come across this, like, subscribe, and comment. Comment more than anything. Like I say, I could do less without likes and subscribers. Comment. Tell me how you feel about this. Tell me how you feel about this whole Tariq Nasheed thing, DJ Vlad, and Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy's role in all of this. He feeling like he got the short end of the stick. He got invited out somewhere where it was a setup. How would you feel? Tariq's side of this is Tommy's a coon. he deserves to be humiliated, and what will be national media, because a little bit of somebody from everywhere looks at DJ Vlad. I don't fuck with Orlando Brown. Like, I feel like he's done too many drugs and he's really off the deep end. And that's a brother that y'all gonna have to pull up and pull out whatever, because demons is all over him. You can watch in every fucking interview. I mean, it's sad watching him, because I forgot his name and That's So Raven, but you know, he looked at healthier. You know, he had more weight on him, and now I mean, realize, real eyes realize real lies. That's what I say. That's gonna be the slogan for 2017. Realize. So real eyes realize real lies. And I'm telling you, a lot of these niggas is looking suspect. They're looking. Have your own mind. Have your own mind when you looking at this shit, man. And wow, for Sonetta in the camp over there, I don't even know what to think of them brothers no more, man. To be honest, you know, when I really feel like it's a lot of snake shit going on, and you know, is that all in the nigga nature? Cause it's like that's what y'all showing us, you know. Y'all get somewhere and it's still, you know, nigga tendencies that come across you, and you gotta let that shit go, dog. It's no way in hell where I promote an event and the ones that I need to bring in the crowd, I'm charging them. Well, I'm giving them $1,500 out of $35,000 maybe, because we gotta think about merchandise and what's being sold at these places. So let's jack that up to $37,000. I have 2 issue contracts for one side. The other side, no contracts. It's no telling. It's disclosed what we got going on. But to you guys, contracts $1,500. That's $3,000. And for every cuss word that comes out your mouth, that's a deductible for $500. I get 3 cuss words, 6 amongst us, and that 3,000 is, and then 100% rights given to Sonetta. Man, it's some Lauryn Hill miseducation shit going on, man. She don't have the rights to none of them songs and can't perform none of those songs. And we got Sonetta trying to be, I call him the East Coast Suge Knight, even though he's short as hell. Sonetta is the East Coast Suge Knight. He's the East Coast Suge Knight, and shit, just like don't get yourself caught up in none of those death row contracts. I can tell you I won't, and I'm nicer than a lot of them niggas. I'm nicer than a lot of them. On the intellectual side, on the speaking side, shit. We can bring it to whatever side you want on. I'm nicer than a lot of them niggas. And they won't say too much to me, because a lot of them, what I have been noticing, I witnessed a couple House of Consciousness members steal parts and bits of my speeches. So I'm not too fond of them over there. I can't say I dislike them guys. I just, just keep a distance, into giving my ear to all that bullshit. It's crazy when it comes to the black man. He can't get his origin under control. You get 7 of our best scholars in here, and they'll give you 7 different aspects on where we came from. So it's like, I don't know where I'm with that, man. Certain shit, like, let your mind decipher out. Let your mind be the filter and filter out the poisons and toxins or the temperate evidence. Because these niggas is tempering with evidence, twisting and turning it and giving it to you like that. I'm going to just keep it real. It's a money game out here. And I'm not saying don't buy these brothers' books, but you know, check reviews, do some research. How many people like the book? How many copies were sold? My thing is invest in somebody. You can truly see where shit goes when you invest in somebody. So you gotta do a little bit more investing in our brothers, and let's not let our investments get taken for granted though. You know, if I give you $100,000 tomorrow, I don't want to. It's fine if you got a nice little house or something, but I don't want to see you in nice cars and all this other shit. So yeah, we didn't do any work. I mean, all that comes later. That comes with building the brand, the mansions, the cars, and everything. That's what I do want to see, but I don't want to see you take the money and do the shit you said you weren't going to do with it. Plain and simple. Let's just keep it plain and simple. This brother Maximilian, man. And comment. Check on other videos I got. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I've been wanting to do a video for about 3 days. Just been so busy, and been having my supporters, because I don't know what a fan is, but my supporters, you know, they like seeing me talk and they want to hear my views and things I have to say on shit, and they like me. I like my supporters and they like me because I'm me. I don't get up and get a platform just to tell somebody like, oh, well, I don't do this and I don't do that. I mean, I'm regular, man. If I become a star tomorrow, I'm gonna be the same Maximilian I was today. That's a fact. You can bet on that. I chill just like how everybody chill. I just smoke and chill and work. Because we gotta know, niggas like me can't. My attention span on the fake is like this, so I gotta smoke. Looking at you, nigga, I gotta smoke because I might pop up with some rude shit, and I don't do too much internet shit. So especially like typing wars, I don't like typing wars, and I just gotta sit back. I just gotta light my blunt and talk to y'all, man, because the shit that's going on now, man, is giving us all bad names. You know what? They were role models to me at a point in time. And not so much as Tyreke, but Brother Polight was a role model at me in a point in time. And I can honestly say, is he, in certain aspects, he still is a role model to me. I can't let what another person say get in my head, and I got a problem with that. You know, because if I see too much of the same shit, man, it gotta be. It seems like it's true, but in some cases it may not be. And then this brother is doing a good thing right now. He organizing gangs, getting a lot of gangs together, and they're feeding the homeless vegan foods. And if you want to go help that brother with his revolution, what is it? GoFundMe at the Vegan Revolution, so you can donate to him and help that whole thing like that. I'm with that 100%. You know, not only are he's coming out of pocket, which is okay. He's coming out of pocket, but he's keeping up with the homeless people's nutrition, which is good, because a lot of homeless people have bad nutrition, man. They eat what they can get. I've seen a homeless man eat a half-eaten McDonald's burger out the trash before. And it was, that was the worst sight, because it could be anybody. That's just when you let all hope out your life. I'm excited for the next Power season. I can't wait for that to come out. Shout out to the brother 50 Cent. You know, they're coming out with a BMF series. He got more series and shit coming out. So, we got some successful brothers out here doing some things, man. And I like that. I like looking at it. I like the progression. And as I progress, I like to see brothers progress. You know what I mean? That's nice, That's nice. That's nice. Any questions or anything? Like I said, y'all go ahead and comment my next video. I'll probably give another video tonight, if depending on how I do my live stream. Depending on how I do the live stream or if I can get that to working, we will go live within the next couple hours, or I'm going to get that to the people tonight. It's been a while since we talked like this. But hey, you know, you got people out there that's going to say it for me. But you ain't going to have them this real. I come to them real. I come to them real as does it come, and got to. That's how you relate. That's how you relate. Because if it's not coming from here, man, it ain't coming from nowhere. If it ain't coming from that inside, man, I don't really want to hear it. Brother say I got a nice shirt. Thank you for the shirt, man. It's actually by a clothing line. I don't know. I don't know. I just get shit, you know. I make sure my kids straight before me. And then I'm at the end, even though I like looking fly. That's just what goes on with me. And I don't sell nothing to my community. I haven't even bought any of these brothers' books or anything like that. Because for you to sell me something, I have to know about the product, okay? I check for reviews on products, and I have to kind of know what person you are. The person that's conveying the message. I like to know who that person is. If not personally, then maybe I can watch a couple lectures or something like that. So I haven't bought any of these brothers' books personally. So if you have, I'd like for you to comment too and tell me how these brothers is and how this going. And since we just, gonna talk about people, so I got DJ Vlad, Orlando Brown in there. It's another brother by the name of DJ Academics I want to get at. Because DJ Academics, not only is I like DJ Academics because he tell y'all, and he's a YouTube blogger who mainly blogs hip hop though. And he tell people like, it's a silly life to live like that, but it's like he won't cover no real shit to me. You cover a little phony shit, and it's like if it wasn't drama in hip hop. Same with DJ Vlad. If you didn't have these connections with the hip hop world, or you wouldn't be shit. And so we gotta stop, brothers, capitalizing and all this shit off buffoonery. Cause that's what y'all doing, man, and you giving out wrong messages when you do that. A lot of people like to keep up with the stars, and it's nothing wrong with that, but it's how you do it and how you portray that person, why you doing it, or maybe those group of people. So, and shout out to DJ Academics. Y'all can check him out too. YouTube.com/DJ Academics, or go to your search bar and type in DJ Academics. That's AKADEMIKS. So, I ridicule brothers. I might give you some constructive criticism, but I'm never hating. Because I'll tell you, I love what you're doing. I just feel like this and this, or maybe give me clarity on it, because I could be out of pocket sometimes. Give me clarity on what I do. I just give it to them real. I try to give as much factual based shit as I can, because it's not enough of that. And the brothers that we do that give factual based information, it seems like it's some hidden agenda to them. We tired of people with hidden agendas. I know I am. I don't want shit hidden, but I don't need nothing hidden no more but colors. I don't need nothing hidden from me. So tell me what's your true plan. Tell the people what's your true plan, because I'm nothing more but just a voice that just want to be heard. I want to be heard throughout the community. I'm doing a little thing. I got some people out in Australia and Germany that rock with me, so I'm doing my thing. You know what I mean? And this is all about being real. All about being real. All. So, the conclusion, the thesis statement of what I'm saying is, Sonetta, we got Okay, Sarnetta giving out bogus contracts to some real good people. It not can we could get him donkey of the day because he didn't take it upon himself to revise contracts or go ahead and make it worth somebody wow to why they're coming out here and doing this. So that's fucked up on Sarnetta part. I don't like the thing that's going on with Tariq and Tommy because these are two different talents. Like I'm saying, like they it's two different standpoints on these brothers. So they're not comparable to me, which is good. You don't have to be compared all the time. Tommy do his thing, Tariq do his thing, and it's both good. The beef though, it doesn't have to be beef because they different. So I'm not rocking with that. DJ Vlad, I don't really have too many words. I kind of really cover him. DJ Vlad is a fucking he's a fucking instigator to me. You know what I'm saying? And he will get you he will get you can your whole message misconstrued out here. So I mean, if those who do fuck with Vlad, I mean, shout out to you. But what is his true motive? As far as Brother Polight and all everything that's going on, I know yesterday he got fucked up out of LAPD, and so we want to make sure that brother good, and that he's trying to get out to Cleveland, Ohio tomorrow, and feed some more homeless people. So he's on the road, and it's obviously some higher force is trying to stop him from doing what he's doing, So it's like, family, what the fuck? Tighten it up. We gotta tighten it up because, like KRS once said, nations get invaded when they weak. While we falling down, we fighting with each other. We got eyes on us, like, oh yeah, damn, hmm. We got a lot of speculators that's doing a lot of watching, observing, on seeing how these black males interact with each other with a little piece of money. And they looking at us like they fucking pathetic. We see why one another can't have money. Or we see what they little basic fights and shit is, Then they gonna start saying they over a higher pay grade than us. What we doing is not, tight. We gotta tighten that up. Tighten that up. Tighten that up. Tighten that whole thing the fuck up. If it's just gonna be ending beef or fucking reconciling with each other, do something. We gotta do something. And we need to do it quick. So, I'm approaching up on 12 here. All right. I have the things, prior engagements I gotta deal with. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this shit is gonna wake a couple people up. So, like, I ain't hard to get up with. My email address is posted on the front of my YouTube page for anything. You want to know anything, but it's more for booking purposes and not too social. We could talk through this more through booking purposes for my email address. But if you have some serious questions and you need some real debunking going on, or some ways and views of how I would look at shit, it's nothing to go ahead and shoot me an email, man. I'm never that busy or too busy that I don't check my email. I always check my email. And I'm thinking about coming out with a clothing line. I'm thinking I got a couple rough drafts and things like that. But I want to do something different. I might try to come out with not a fragrance line, but a hygiene, something with hygiene, like a different kind of bar of soap. I've been researching some things like that, and hopefully it goes good. My brother Maximilian.